BBC Television presents...
Hancock.
Have you seen the outside of the house? Why, it's not disappeared, has it? No, of course we haven't lost it, Sid. I thought you were going to work. Chepstow and Newmarket today, isn't it? I was going to work, and then I saw the outside of the house. Yes, it's very nice, isn't it? But it would look a bit better with some wisteria growing up it, don't you think? You wouldn't fancy getting a couple of plants down the garden centre on your way home and doing a Nick Knowles with them, a bit of decking? There's no time for all that. You've got to go and have a look. Someone's vandalised our house. You what? Someone broke in a window, have they? Which one of you did that, Sid? It's a flaming liberty. It's rubbish. Graffiti. This has got your tag all over it. Come on, would I do something like that? The answer is yes. You've got a track record of doing all the things you can think of to irritate me. But I'm going to take legal action over this. It's the last nail in the coffin of our relationship. It weren't me, I'm telling you. Do I look like a graffiti artist? In a dim light you do. Let's have a look at your hands. If I see any paint, I'm calling the police. Ah! What's that there? It's red. It must be lipstick. A likely story. What's the number for the police? Is it still 999? I had a bit of a snog last night. That's where the lipstick came from. A likely story, Sid. You're supposed to get it on your face. Don't you ever wash your hands? No, it was Jeanette. I had to fight her off. You know what she's like. Spare me the sordid details, and I don't know what she's like. What, the one with the blonde hair and the big... Yeah. No, it doesn't matter. Your story does not ring true. But if you didn't do it, who else could have done it? I've really no idea, Hancock. It must be some young kid. They're the ones what does graffiti. I'd ring the council. They'll send someone down to cover it up. Oh, no, this has really hurt my feelings, Sid. Aww. Who would want to desecrate this shrine to suburban life? It was one of the nicest little homes in East Cheam. Everyone says so. It's not thousands off the value. Who says it's one of the nicest little homes in East Cheam? Everyone does. Now, would you kindly ring the council for me? I'm going back to bed. Could you send someone round to 23 Railway Cuttings? You see, we've been victims of a bit of vandalism. There's graffiti all over our house.
Well, I've half finished, Mr. Hancock. I'll come back tomorrow and do the rest. Oh, it's terrible stuff to get rid of, you know.
Yes, very good. Thank you, Miss Jacques. I will tell the council what a fine job you've done. It's restored me faith in human nature. Every cloud has a silver lining, what, eh?
That's right, Mr. Hancock. It will be as good as new. You'll never know that any graffiti was there. Nasty stuff. The mentality of the people that do it is beyond belief. They must be mental midgets and degenerates, the scum of the earth. Oh, good evening.
Talk of the devil.
Stop messing about. Oh, you've got to stop messing about. What have you done with all that marvellous graffiti? Well, I've cleaned half of it off, and the rest comes off tomorrow. I'm going to flash it all off. No, oh, this is a catastrophe. Do you know what you've done? Yes, I've cleaned half of it off, and the rest comes off tomorrow. And I'm going to flash it off. Quel dommage! C'est sacrilege! It's worth millions! You can't do that. You'll have to put it all back.
Put it back? Miss Jacques has just spent most of the day taking it off. Worth millions? What's worth millions?
The graffiti, of course. It's a Banksy.
It's a what? What's a Banksy when it's at home?
He's a famous graffiti artist. He usually works in London, but this is his first work in Surrey. It's a masterpiece. One of his finest works ever. I've never seen anything like it.
Sid, show this fellow out. I think he's some sort of troublemaker. He's delusional. Thinks that rubbish on the outside of the house was a work of art. Right-o, Hancock, whatever you say. If you come this way, mate, don't put up a struggle or I'll have to clobber you one.
You can't. You'll have to stop. You're scrubbing away a fortune.
You're not trying to tell me that the graffiti that this nice lady has spent hours scrubbing her fingers to the bone over is worth anything. How much? I'll give you 50 nicker to lend her a hand to scrub it off.
No, it's worth millions. I'm going to cry if you don't stop. It's a national treasure. A bit like me.
Sid, this gentleman is clearly deranged and he's just leaving. Grab him and sling his hook out the front door where we can admire the work of art as much as he wants. Ha ha!
Oh, it's a Banksy. A Banksy, I say. Get your hands off me. Ow, me spraying finger. Wait a minute, Banksy. Oh, it does sound vaguely familiar, Mr. Hancock. Perhaps you'd better Google it. While I was scrubbing the graffiti off, I thought I'd seen things like it on the news.
All right, just to put your mind at rest, I wouldn't want you to think you've been desecrating a highly valuable work of art. How do you spell it? Is it B-I-N-S-K-Y? Oh, cool, blimey, get Sid. We need to get that bloke back. He's right. Madam, you've destroyed part of our cultural heritage.
What do you mean I've destroyed it? You asked me to do it, Mr. Hancock.
If I asked you to wipe the smile off the Mona Lisa's mush so I could put one of my own paintings on the canvas, would you have followed instructions, Miss Jacques?
Of course not. I'm not a Philistine. What do you take me for?
Someone who's just defaced a work of art worth £2.4 million. That's what, Sid? Sid, get that man back. Where is he? He's in the back of an ambulance at the moment. What on earth did you call an ambulance for? I didn't. The ambulance was already in railway cuttings. They said they were waiting for the bloke in number 23 to pop his clogs. Wait a minute, I'm number 23. So what's he doing in the ambulance now? It was an accident. It ran him over after I threw him in the road. Threw him in the road? Is he all right? Don't think so. He hurt his hands when the ambulance ran over them.
Dear Mr. James, what have you done? We think that was Banksy. He won't be able to finish his work of art.
Who the hell is this Banksy geezer? Apparently, Sid, he's a famous artist what has just painted the outside of our house, and it's worth millions. Millions? You're joking, aren't you? You said it was rubbish, and to rough the artist up. That was before I knew it was worth millions. Go and get him back and apologise. Tell him we've get some spray cans so he can have all he wants. We'll get them on Amazon. And I did not tell you to rough him up.
Oh, me hands, I'll never bake me favourite fairy cakes again.
Fairy cakes? I thought you said you were the artist Banksy.
I never said nothing. The artist Bansky's totally anonymous. All I said was that you were scrubbing off a Banksy. I didn't say I was Banksy. I didn't say you were scrubbing me off, did I?
Well, I suppose not, no. So what do you know about this Banksy then, whoever you are?
Oh, he's a world-famous artist who uses spray cans and does graffiti wherever the wind takes him. They seek him here, they seek Banksy there, they seek Banksy everywhere.
What, you're saying Bansky's like the Scarlet Pimpernel?
No. Oh, he's nothing like the Scarlet Pimpernel. He's more like Blackadder.
How do you know? You are him, aren't you?
I just work in a cafe in Bristol. That's how I got to know him. He likes my Viennese French fancies.
Does he now? So you do know him?
Can't say. Oh, he'll cut my tongue out and hang me on Blackfriars Bridge.
Well, to cut to the chase, we want this Banksy to finish it off, so please get in contact with him. It's worth a couple of nicker to you, and we'll make it worth his while, you can tell him.
Finish what off?
The masterpiece of his that was formerly outside 23 railway cuttings before this lady scrubbed it off. We've had a change of heart. We like it now. In fact, we've grown so fond of it, Sid's got a buyer lined up who likes it as much as we do.
He won't do it, you know, because you ruined it. He's a man of principle. He done it and you ruined it. You are cultural vandals. He won't want to know you. You're petty bourgeoisie.
No, we are not petty bourgeoisie. So how much do you reckon it's worth now then?
Nothing. Not a penny. It's like saying what's the bottom half of a David Hockney worth or a bit of a Renoir.
So how much was it worth?
Let me see, 2 or 3 million, I suppose, and guess. I don't care. It's about the art and not the money, you see. Sans faire, je ne sais quoi.
Please don't go until you've finished it off. Whoever you are, I implore you. Look, I'm on my knees. What did you say your name was?
I'm called Winston Snide, but my art name is Banksy.